Namaste. Have you ever seen 444 or 333 on your mobile or your clock or watch? Or notice the same number over and over again? 44% battery, 1044, 1144, and wondered, is this just a coincidence or is someone trying to communicate with me? Years ago, before I knew anything about angel healing, I began seeing 444 everywhere, in fact, out of nowhere. And honestly, I was scared. At that time, I had just met my twin flame. My life was changing, and I had no idea what was happening actually. Little did I know then that those repeated numbers would become the doorway to a beautiful spiritual journey. And in today's video, I want to share my own experiences with angels, who angels are, and briefly introduce some powerful archangels that have guided millions of people around the world, including me. So, hello, beautiful souls. If you are new here, I'm Arunima Sinha, spiritual mentor, Reiki master, angel healer, and tarot reader, past life regression therapist. And today we are going to talk about angels, archangels, divine signs, and how they lovingly support us, even though they cannot interfere unless we consciously ask for help. At the point in my life, I was constantly asking Lord Shiva, when I was only watching 444 everywhere, what exactly is happening to me, Lord? And one day while scrolling Facebook, I saw a post that said, if you're seeing repeated numbers everywhere, perhaps the angels are trying to communicate with you. And, a certain course showed up and I did that course. I was obviously shocked before I could understand what are all these things. Now, here's something I remember very clearly. This was during COVID. There were salary cuts, there was uncertainty, financially things were difficult, and I desperately wanted to do the advanced course, but I simply didn't even have that much amount to spare. My mentor had said in the smaller course, I remember that, that's something that really touched my heart. She said, if the intention is pure, the angels will make a way. And I remember speaking from my heart. I said, angels, if this journey is meant for me, please show me the way. And somehow, I am sure many people will not believe this. And somehow, still, I don't know how, the money came. I enrolled, and that experience taught me something beautiful. Manifestation is not forcing, it is surrendering and trusting. Now, the main question, who are angels? Many people think that only the physical world exists. But when God created the universe, God didn't create only humans. There are beings operating at different levels and dimensions. Think about it this way. If a student appears for grade 10 or grade 12 board exams, there are parents who nurture them, there are teachers and mentors who support them. Similarly, in our spiritual journey, God has assigned helpers, guardian angels, archangels, divine beings. Their purpose is not to control our lives. Their purpose is to guide us, but there is one important rule. They cannot interfere unless we ask. I hope you realize that there's something like karma, okay? And you must take the first step to heal yourself and to make situations better in your life. God has given us free will, and that's what the angels are supposed to be respecting absolutely. Now, I want to share one more experience. One day, when I was living in Dehradun, I was standing in the veranda while my children were about to open the door. Suddenly, I smelled a fragrance and I could not understand where was it coming from, which kind of fragrance was it, and so on. It wasn't a perfume. It wasn't flowers. It was like something very different, but very positive also. And I had learned that angels sometimes communicate through fragrances. So silently in my mind, I asked, who are you? And as soon as I asked the question, the answer was downloaded and it said Uriel. Uriel. Now, let me be very clear. I had never heard this name before. I thought maybe I was imagining things. I immediately asked people in the angel healing group the same question. Is there some archangel called Uriel? And they said, yes, there's Archangel Uriel. The ones who had done the advanced training already by that time, they guided me that yes, there is someone called Archangel Uriel. Then I searched and discovered more about him, and then the experience strengthened my faith further because sometimes guidance comes before knowledge. So, coming to the next question now, who are archangels? Okay, and let me tell you that archangels are those angels who have been given specific duties to perform, okay, to be available for specific purposes. Okay, there are angels all around. There are guardian angels, one that is always there for you, and then there are archangels that take up certain tasks. Let's start with Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is the angel of protection, courage, and truth. Whenever you feel afraid, anxious, or energetically disturbed, simply say, Archangel Michael, please surround me with your divine protection. And you will experience that either, you start feeling less scared or more courageous, or you start feeling a warm sensation around your body, or you get distracted towards other things in your life, and the healing happens. Then I would want to tell you about Archangel Raphael. Raphael is associated with healing, physical healing, emotional healing, relationship healing. Now, whenever someone is unwell, I often pray, Archangel Raphael, please bring divine healing and peace. So, Archangel Raphael, you can always call upon Archangel Raphael when you need healing of this sort. I would also want you to know about Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is connected with communication, creativity, and life purpose. Writers, speakers, teachers, artists, content creators often work with Archangel Gabriel's energy. And Archangel Gabriel is the one who, if you've ever heard the story in the Bible about Christ's birth, Archangel Gabriel was the one who had communicated this to the rest of humanity, that the messenger will come and, God's messenger will come and he's going to save all of us. As someone who teaches and creates content, I personally love invoking Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Ariel now. Ariel is associated with nature, abundance, manifesting your dreams. If you feel deeply connected with animals and Mother Earth, you may naturally resonate with Archangel Ariel. Archangel Uriel, who showed up that day without me even asking for it, is known also as the light of God. He helps with wisdom, insight, and guidance. Many people receive sudden ideas and answers while working with Uriel. Archangel Samuel, not to forget. And one more beautiful archangel is Archangel Samuel. Why? Because Samuel works with love, relationship, and heart chakra. He helps us find peace, forgiveness, and emotional healing. Now people ask how to invite the angels, and I've seen some people like tell you very, very long methodologies, do this, do that on a certain day and on. No, you don't need it to be, a Purnima or, the full moon night or, an Amavasya to invite angels. Right now, right here, you can invite the angels. Okay, you can either maintain a diary. I have that diary till date, and maybe not every day, but weekly, at least once or twice. I write in the diary. I show my gratitude. I also ask for blessings, and I make long lists also, sometimes to ask for things, people, situations, energy that I require. You can also just sit down and speak, Dear God, dear angels, if it is for my highest good, always ensure to say that. If it is for my highest good, please guide me and help me in ways that are safe, loving, and aligned with divine will. Whatever you're asking, always be sure to talk about the highest good. It's very important. Sometimes your highest good isn't something else, okay? And you are craving for something else. That reminds me of the idea of people wanting to manifest a specific person. I need this person in my life. You might get that person. But was your manifestation only about the person or the love that you wanted to receive, the emotions and fulfillment that you wanted to have in your life? Sometimes people fail to understand that. So don't be too specific. First ask for if it is in my highest good. And that's all. Love responds to love. In my upcoming videos, I'm going to talk about angel signs and symbols very clearly. And I'm also going to create a few meditations so as to help everyone around some of the archangels, so that when you need strength, courage, and healing, you can always go back to those meditations. And obviously, detailed videos related to some of the major archangels in the upcoming days. And yeah, I would also love to know, have you ever experienced any of the signs of being protected? Have you ever seen repeated numbers, or what we call as angel numbers? Have you ever smelled a fragrance without any source? Or felt protected in ways, as I previously said, you couldn't explain? I would love to hear all that in the comments. Just write the word angel below if you want to connect more deeply with the angelic guidance. Claim the energy of angels by saying that I claim this positive energy or this divine energy of the angels in the comments, to show the archangels, angels, divine beings that you are open to the blessings that God is sending your way. If this video touched your heart, please do like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this message today. And if there is any spiritual topic you would like me to make videos on, let me know in the comments. Until next time, remember, you're never alone. The divine is always guiding you, and sometimes help arrives with wings we cannot see. Thank you so much. Signing off, Arunima. Om Namah Shivaya.